Hey, good morning and welcome to the Boxerville Homestead. My name is Paige. Today is November 11th and I would like to thank all of veterans, both in service and those retired, including two of my brothers, one of which is no longer with us, who fought in Vietnam, and my other brother who was in the Air Force. I'd like to welcome all of you, and all of you is probably nobody, but you know what? I'm going to do this anyway. I have Chance standing right here with me. He's out of camera, but hopefully I can get him in. And I don't know if you can see Sophie's head right there. Can I turn the camera down? There's Sophie. She's behind my back. So today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that I mentioned in the first episode, or the welcome episode, of knitting. I am a knitter with a capital K, there's no doubt. But that's not all that I do. Right now I'm working on just a basic beanie, and this is for a friend of mine, and I'm getting ready to do the decreases. It's a bulky weight yarn, and it's one that I will do and just do 44 stitches, the measured length 2x2 ribbing. And this is just going to be stockinette, and I think it's going to be graced with a little pom-pom on top of it. We'll see if she's a pom-pom girl or not. I think they're cute. So this is just about done. I also have to turn my iPad on to get, so the shawl just blends into my sweatshirt. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and today it's a little, well, it's November, right? And right now it's 48 degrees at 11:20 in the morning. It's dry now, but I do live north of Seattle, and we're supposed to get some rain, which is fine with me. I happen to love the rain. It's cozy, and why not? But this shawl I made a long time ago, and I don't know if you can see the detail of it. It's called Piper's Journey, and it's by Paula Emmons Sweesley, and sadly we lost her this year to ovarian cancer. And it saddens me especially because I lost my mom to ovarian cancer. I believe I've made 3 of these now. The other 2 I have gifted, but I think it's just such beautiful detail. And I wear this a lot. This is, I believe, I would have to look on my Ravelry page. And I am on Ravelry under Knitten Nurse, NITTENNURSE. Yeah, I'm not really good about putting all of my projects on there, but I try to keep up a bit. I believe this is out of Madeline Tosh Merino, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's lovely. It's warm. I wear it a lot in walking. I do 2 walks a day. I am an ER nurse, and I got COVID really bad, and still having issues with it. I literally have not worked since Christmas Eve last year because of it. It's messed up my lungs, messed with my heart, and it's attacked my autoimmune system, so I'm having issues with blood pressure. But enough of that. That's one of the reasons too I started this, even if it's just to kind of keep track of my journey with it. I can look back. I should have done it sooner. I've thought about it a lot, but here we go. Finished object that I need to still do buttons on, so I guess it's not technically a finished object, but this is the Throwback by Andrea Mowry, and my project page is on Ravelry. I chose probably very unusual colors, but I love the colors. The only thing I wish I would have done is gone down a needle size on the ribbing on the base. But otherwise, I think it's beautiful. Again, the colors and the yarn, it's on my Ravelry page. But I think it's just very pretty. I have wooden buttons that my husband actually made out of a limb that he sliced for me, sanded, and treated. So I think that's what I'm going to use for the button band. But for those of you that are knitters, this is the part I love to see, the floats. just think it's pretty cool. Just as beautiful on the inside. And being a knitter, or any knitters, I think we appreciate that. That actually was a really fast knit. Totally worth the money and of the pattern, and I would so do it again. I would go up a size, only because I prefer more positive ease on a sweater than negative ease. So I would go up a size. And again, what I did, it's on Ravelry. Anyway, I think it's very beautiful. I think each time what I'll do is I will bring out one of my finished objects, near finished, in progress, whips, knitters get it. The other thing, let's see, what I wanted to talk about. So in this video, I'm also going to include, as I've mentioned, I rescue boxers. My husband and I have. We bought our first boxer in 1989 from a breeder, and then realized how many are just thrown away because, again, like I've mentioned before, they're expensive. They're a lot of work, they're very high energy, and they need a lot of exercise. So they do demand a lot of time. We've had 13, and we've had so many because of health issues. We take older ones or middle-aged because they're really the hardest to adopt. So I guess my message on that today is please adopt, don't shop, save a life. You know, it's true. For every dog you buy, a shelter dog dies. I just noticed too, you're getting to see, we're in the process of painting, so you get to see my painter's tape. I am gonna also include pictures. I've been blessed actually with gifts of paintings of the first 8 in one picture, which I don't know if I can show. I'll get a snap in it. And then we also had our 3 M's painted after Molly died. And that was Miles, Maddie, and Molly. So the 3 M's, and then our first 8. So I will include things of that in. Now today I'm going to be making Chance and Sophie, our current boxers, food. And I'm going to take you along with that, just so you can see. The reason I cook their food, well, many reasons I cook their food, but a big reason is that Sophie came to us with histiocytic colitis, and we didn't think she was going to make it. I tried so many diets, and finally we've come up with, between medications and amino acids, which I cannot tell you if you guys have issues with digestive issues in animals, L-lysine is like the bomb. So anyway, I'll be cooking their stew, I guess you would call it, today, and I'll take you along with that. Otherwise, I think that's it for today. The dog tip of the day, though, besides the cook, is Musher Secret, and this is not sponsored because who is even watching this, right? However, and it's backwards because I have the thing this way, but Musher Secret, if you have any dry issues with your dogs, noses, feet, this stuff is amazing. It's my understanding what they use on the Iditarod dogs when they're out in the snow running and such, and this stuff is amazing. As well as for people. Dry feet this time of year, dry skin, it absorbs and it's perfect. I love it. So dog tip of the day. Otherwise, there'll be more coming here soon when we start to cook the stew.